In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius awakened above the Bay of Naples. A burning cloud fell over Herculaneum, sealing streets, houses, and one extraordinary Roman villa beneath volcanic ash. Inside that villa, hundreds of papyrus scrolls were not simply destroyed, they were transformed into black, fragile charcoal, books that could survive, but could no longer be opened. The volcano buried a city in one day, and it locked a library for 2,000 years. A massive Roman library survived inside solid ash, remaining completely unreadable today. Touching these carbonized artifacts destroys them instantly, yet one king threatened his scholars with execution over them. How could artificial intelligence suddenly read a philosophical text that was physically destroyed by an ancient volcano? In March 2023, the Vesuvius Challenge AI Scrolls project launched, offering exactly $1 million in prizes. The digital scans contained 16 terabytes of data, mapping the dead papyrus at an incredibly microscopic level. The digital resolution was thinner than a human hair, but the ancient text remained completely invisible inside anyway. To understand this complete invisibility, we must return directly to 1752 beneath the buried ruins of Herculaneum. Engineer Carl Weber ordered dangerous tunneling through incredibly dense volcanic rock, searching for buried aristocratic Roman treasures. Deep underground, his exhausted men struck the Villa dei Papyri, extracting what chillingly appeared as dead coal. Laborers initially discarded these strange black blocks, completely unaware they held the only surviving Roman Empire library. Exactly 1,814 scrolls were recovered, baked at 500 degrees Celsius, not burned, but transformed into fragile charcoal. Opening them meant destruction. King Charles III of Bourbon instantly classified the texts under death threats. For centuries, the library remained totally sealed. Then, modern researchers applied powerful medical CT scanning technology instead. They scanned the carbonized lumps at exactly 7.91 micrometers per voxel, hoping to separate ink from papyrus. The powerful medical X-rays pierced directly through solid ash, but the digital scans revealed absolutely no letters inside. Researchers at the particle accelerator stared at blank digital screens, holding physical artifacts but missing ancient philosophy. Professor Brent Seals completely refused to accept this failure, having previously resurrected another historical document in 2016. His earlier methods successfully unrolled the burnt En-Gedi scroll from Israel, revealing the ancient book of Leviticus. But the Herculaneum artifacts were vastly more complex, demanding an aggressive new approach involving advanced machine learning. Entrepreneurs Nat Friedman and Daniel Gross joined Seals, deliberately releasing 16 terabytes of data to the public. Thousands of independent programmers immediately downloaded the monumental dataset, hunting blindly through endless layers of digital ash. Among these global competitors was young university student Luke Farritor, running his very own independent machine learning experiments. Farritor focused intensely on barely visible textural anomalies inside the dead carbon, training his unique algorithm to adapt. He spent weeks refining the code, pushing the neural network deeper into the utterly dark ancient ruins. By late October, the artificial intelligence finally stopped searching and securely locked onto a highly specific hidden shape. Farritor watched his glowing monitor as the chaotic digital noise cleared, revealing faint but undeniable Greek letters. He was the very first human to see these precise ancient characters since the devastating volcano erupted. Stunned papyrologists carefully examined the rough digital output, immediately confirming that true linguistic meaning had finally emerged. The artificial intelligence successfully illuminated one single complete word. But what exactly did this dead voice actually say? Researchers collectively held their breath as the final translation appeared on screen, mentally preparing for the absolute impossible. The glowing letters translated to porphyros, the ancient Greek word for purple. The silence was finally broken. This single word earned Farritor $40,000, proving the incredible algorithm could genuinely penetrate solid ash. Soon, a powerful global team formed, uniting Farritor, Yusuf Nader, and Julian Schilliger from ETH Zurich University. On February 5, 2024, they claimed the grand prize, deciphering over 2,000 letters from one scroll. This decoded text covered exactly 5% of a specific ancient artifact, officially cataloged as P. Herc Paris IV. Scholars immediately identified the author as Philodemus of Gadara, an Epicurean philosopher discussing the nature of pleasure. This exact text remained completely frozen and undisturbed for 2,075 years before this translation. The Vesuvius Challenge AI Scrolls project succeeded where massive particle accelerators failed because of one chemical detail. Ancient Romans used organic soot ink, which possesses the exact same physical radiodensity as the burnt papyrus. Medical scanners were blindly searching for heavy metals, but the carbonized ink perfectly blended into the ash. The brilliant artificial intelligence ignored the invisible ink entirely, hunting instead for microscopic physical damage left behind. When the ancient scribe initially applied wet ink, it subtly warped the papyrus fibers beneath it forever. This specific structural crackle pattern survived the intense volcanic heat, leaving a ghostly topological footprint behind today. The successful decoding of this scroll changed history forever, but thousands of sealed artifacts still remain completely unread. Over 1,200 identical carbonized scrolls currently sit silently in modern archives, waiting patiently for machine translation. This massive digital resurrection finally explains why King Charles III originally threatened scholars with sudden execution. He fiercely guarded the Epicurean texts of Philodemus, seeking an absolute royal monopoly over resurrected ancient philosophy. Yet the most staggering historical revelation remains buried, because the massive Villa dei Papiri is only partially excavated. Modern geophysical surveys clearly indicate a second, much larger, unrevealed library resting deeper underneath the ruined estate. But complete physical excavation remains strictly impossible today because modern Italian city infrastructure securely covers the ruins. The artificial intelligence algorithm now remains our sole viable key to eventually unlocking this deeply buried knowledge. What 18th century laborers brutally discarded as worthless coal has miraculously become the ultimate digital treasure today. The successful Vesuvius Challenge proved unequivocally that permanently destroyed ancient texts simply do not exist anymore today. If an algorithm can somehow extract lost philosophy from solid ash, we must reconsider our entire past. Museum vaults worldwide hold thousands of severely damaged artifacts currently dismissed as completely unreadable or irreparably ruined. We previously believed their stories were permanently erased, much like those blackened scrolls from the ancient volcano. But suddenly discovering that invisible topological structures silently survive extreme physical destruction completely changes the rules of history. If artificial intelligence reads solid ash today, what else hides inside artifacts we consider completely dead tomorrow? The investigation into humanity's greatest unsolved mysteries continues. Subscribe to uncover more historical secrets with us weekly. Click the next video on your screen to explore another incredibly dangerous historical paradox hidden from history.